Hey guys, I'm Dan, one of the engineers for Mishimoto. Today I'm going to show you how to install this new direct fit intercooler into your Dodge Cummins. Some of the benefits about this intercooler is it's thicker than stock, as well as it has a bar and plate core as opposed to tube and fin. This thing should really keep your truck cool. Let's check it out. Tools needed to install the Mishimoto Performance Intercooler and Piping Kit for the 2003 to 2009 Dodge 5.9 and 6.7 liter Cummins is 10mm socket, 11mm socket, 13mm socket, T20 Torx, T30 Torx, ratchet, extension, flathead screwdriver, and pick tool. Installation time is about 2 hours and is a 3 out of 5 on the difficulty level. First things first, we want to disconnect the negative terminal on both batteries. Once you're done with that, disconnect the electrical connector that goes onto the mass airflow sensor. Alright guys, this truck happens to be equipped with an aftermarket airbox. Nonetheless, it should still be the same removal, so just loosen up this one clamp. Next, loosen the clamps on the hot side pipe. Once you have the clamps all loosened up, go ahead and remove the hot side pipe. Next, remove the clamp that holds the cold side pipe to the intercooler. All right, now to remove the pipe, push down on the pipe and then push it back toward the glass, and that should be able to remove it out. Next, remove the 4 13mm bolts that hold the AC condenser to the intercooler. Next, remove the 2 T30 Torx bolts that hold the upper side of the intercooler to the rad sport. Now that you have all the hardware removed from the AC condenser, you can go ahead and lift it out from the bumper and swing it off to the side. This way it'll be out of the way for when we remove the intercooler. Next, remove the intercooler. Now that we have the stock intercooler out of the truck, let's compare it to the Mishimoto. As you can see, the Mishimoto intercooler has a bar and plate core, which is a lot heavier construction than the factory tube and fin. Also, you can see that the tanks are swept for better airflow, as well as they have a 3.5-inch inlet as opposed to the stock having a 3-inch. This intercooler is really going to give you the performance you need out of your truck. Alright guys, now that you have the 2 intercoolers side by side, you need to swap over the 2 upper grommets and the 2 lower grommets to the Mishimoto intercooler. Alright, now it's time to install the intercooler into the truck. When you're installing the intercooler into the truck, make sure that the grommets seat properly on the front support bar. Okay, once you have the intercooler seated into the front of the truck, you can go ahead and put the AC condenser back in front of the intercooler. These extra holes are actually on this intercooler because this intercooler fits trucks equipped with the 6.7 liter Cummins. So if your truck happens to be equipped with a 6.7 liter, you're covered. Mounting points are going to be a little bit different for the AC condenser, but it'll work. Next, reinstall and tighten the 2 T30 Torx bolts that hold the intercooler to the rad sport. . Next, remove the two T20 Torques that hold the bottom right AC condenser bracket on and move it down to the next peg down. Then move to the lower left side bracket, remove the three T20 Torques, and again, move it down one notch. Next, install and tighten the four 10mm bolts that are included with the intercooler. We offer this intercooler kit with and without pipes. Since the Mishimoto pipes are larger than stock, if you order this kit without pipes, you'll be supplied with two transition boots that go from 3" to 3.5", so you can continue using your stock pipes. Alright guys, now it's time to install the piping kit that came with your intercooler. Some of the serious benefits of these pipes is that the factory pipes are 3". These are 3.5". It's really going to help your truck breathe. This pipe also eliminates bends for better flow and comes with these awesome 5-ply silicone boots with the Mishimoto Duracore internal layer that will add extra protection. Install the cold side pipe and boots to the intercooler and the intake. Alright guys, now it's time to install the hot side pipe. Install the hot side boot to the intercooler first. Once you've done that, go ahead and insert the hot pipe into the boot on the intercooler and then push it together. Now side clamp over the hot side pipe so you can tighten the clamp down on the boot. Connect the last hot side boot to the turbo and the hot side pipe. This will be stiff since the boot is 5-ply silicone to resist the heat, but with a little bit of work, it'll all connect. Next, reconnect the mass airflow sensor. Next, reinstall your intake box. Next, reconnect the negative terminals on both batteries. Alright guys, that concludes the install. Go ahead, take your truck out for a spin and enjoy your new Mishimoto products.